Alex makes $95,000 a year. After taxes, that's about $6,200 hitting his bank account every single month. By almost any measure, that is a good salary. Top 30% of American earners. Comfortable, respectable. The kind of number that should feel like enough. It doesn't. Every month, around the 20th, Alex starts watching his account balance like a hawk. Not because he's irresponsible, not because he's gambling or partying or blowing money on things he doesn't need. He has a mortgage, a decent car. He eats out maybe twice a week. He takes one vacation a year. He's doing everything a person with a good salary is supposed to do. And yet, every single month, he ends up with almost nothing left. Sometimes less than nothing. And he cannot figure out why. Ethan makes $52,000 a year. That's $3,400 a month after taxes. Less than half of what Alex takes home. He drives a 5-year-old Honda. He rents a 1-bedroom apartment. He doesn't own anything impressive. And yet, Ethan sleeps fine on the 20th. He doesn't watch his account balance. He already knows what's in it and what's growing in it. He's not rich, but he feels financially free in a way Alex hasn't felt in years. Same country, same economy, same cost of living pressures. Completely different financial reality. Here's what nobody told Alex, and what almost nobody tells anyone earning a good salary. The feeling of being broke has almost nothing to do with how much you make. It has everything to do with one invisible math problem running silently in your financial life, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Let's run the real math. It's the first of the month, 7 a.m. Alex's phone buzzes on his nightstand. Bank of America, mortgage payment auto-debited, $2,350. Then Chase, car payment, $580. Then his phone buzzes again. Condo HOA fee, $280. Then his credit card minimum, $340 on a balance that somehow never seems to go down. Then utilities, $210. Then his gym membership, his streaming services, his Amazon Prime, his Spotify. Another $180 gone before he's finished his first cup of coffee. By 7:15 a.m., $3,940 has left Alex's account. He hasn't bought a single thing today. That's just the cost of being Alex at sunrise. He has $2,260 left for the rest of the month. Food, gas, lunches, anything unexpected. It feels thin, because it is thin. And the worst part, Alex knew this number was coming. He knows it every month, and every month it still surprises him how fast it disappears. Now it's Ethan's 7 a.m. His phone buzzes too, but differently. Vanguard, $600 auto transfer to his index fund. Fidelity, $300 into his Roth IRA. Then a notification he actually likes seeing. $47 in dividends deposited from last quarter. By 7:15 a.m., $947 has moved, and almost all of it moved toward Ethan, not away from him. He pays his rent, $1,400, his car insurance, $90, his phone and utilities, $150, groceries budgeted at $400, lifestyle spending capped at $500. Total monthly outflow, including investments, $3,487. He has $3,400 coming in. He runs a small $87 deficit some months, covered by his $900 savings buffer. But his investments are growing, his net worth is climbing, and he feels none of the anxiety Alex feels every single morning. Same country, two completely different machines running in the background of two lives. Here's what most people assume when they hear this story. They assume Ethan is just more disciplined than Alex, that Alex has a spending problem, that if Alex just cut back on eating out or canceled a few subscriptions, everything would fix itself. That assumption is wrong, and it's the reason most financial advice fails people like Alex completely. Alex doesn't have a spending problem. Alex has a structural problem, and those are two completely different things. Let's look at Alex's actual numbers with clear eyes. Alex earns $95,000. After taxes, state taxes, Social Security, and Medicare, he takes home approximately $74,400 a year, about $6,200 a month. That sounds like a lot. Here's where it actually goes. Mortgage, $2,350. This felt reasonable when he bought. The bank approved him for up to $420,000. He bought a $320,000 home. Responsible, right? But here's the hidden math. His mortgage isn't just $2,350. Add property taxes at $350 a month, homeowner's insurance at $140 a month, and HOA fees at $280 a month. His real housing cost is $3,120 a month. That's 50% of his take-home pay. Gone before he buys a single thing. Car payment, $580. He financed a $34,000 SUV 3 years ago. Add insurance at $180 and average gas at $160 per month. His real car cost is $920 a month. Utilities, subscriptions, phone, $390. Groceries, $600. Lifestyle, $850. Total monthly spending, $5,880. That leaves $320 a month on a $95,000 salary. $320. That's not a spending problem, that's a structural trap. Every major financial decision Alex made, the house, the car, the lifestyle calibration, was made individually and felt reasonable in isolation. Together, they built a machine that consumes almost everything he earns before he can do anything meaningful with it. Now, look at Ethan. Ethan makes $52,000. Take home approximately $40,800 a year, about $3,400 a month. Rent, $1,400. Car insurance and gas on a paid-off Honda, $250. Utilities and phone, $150. Groceries, $400. Lifestyle, $500. Total living expenses, $2,700. That leaves $700 a month above his living costs. Every single month, Ethan puts $600 of that into investments and keeps $100 as a buffer. Alex has $95,000 in income and $320 left every month. Ethan has $52,000 in income and $700 left every month. Ethan has more than twice the monthly financial leverage of someone earning nearly double his salary. This is the math that should make you stop and stare. Alex isn't unlucky. He isn't bad with money. He walked straight into 3 invisible forces that are specifically designed to absorb high incomes, and almost nobody talks about them. Force number 1, bank approval is not financial permission. When Alex bought his house, the bank approved him for $420,000. He bought $320,000, a full $100,000 below his limit. He felt disciplined. He felt smart. But here's what the bank's approval number actually means. It means that at your current income, we calculate you can make these payments without defaulting. That is all it means. It says absolutely nothing about whether this purchase leaves you room to build wealth. The bank doesn't care about your retirement. The bank doesn't care about your investment account. The bank cares about getting paid every month. The approval number is the ceiling of what you can borrow. Most people treat it like a target. Alex bought at $320,000 and felt responsible for staying under the limit. But the actual wealth building question was never, what can I borrow? It was, what mortgage payment leaves me enough to invest aggressively every month? Those are completely different questions, and Alex never asked the second one. Force number 2. Lifestyle calibration happens automatically, and it almost always inflates. When Alex got his first job at $55,000, he drove a used car and rented a 2-bedroom apartment with a roommate. Life was tight but manageable. He saved a little. Then he got promoted to $70,000. He moved into his own apartment, got a nicer car, started eating out more. The upgrade felt earned, and it was, in the sense that he worked hard for it. But here's what actually happened financially. Every dollar of that raise got absorbed by lifestyle upgrades within 18 months. His savings rate didn't go up. It actually went down as a percentage because his fixed cost jumped higher than his income jump. Then he hit $95,000, bought the house, upgraded the car again, added the HOA neighborhood because it felt like the right move at this income level. Each upgrade felt like a natural progression. Together, they built a cost structure that now requires $95,000 just to maintain. He's not living lavishly, he's living exactly at the edge of what his income can support. And that edge gets more expensive every year. Property taxes go up, insurance goes up, maintenance bills arrive. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it is the single most common reason high earners feel broke, not because they spend recklessly, because their baseline cost of existence quietly expanded to match every dollar they ever earned. Force number 3, high income creates high fixed costs, and fixed costs are the most dangerous kind. There's a critical difference between variable spending and fixed spending that almost nobody teaches. Variable spending, groceries, eating out, entertainment, you can cut tomorrow. If money gets tight, you cook at home, you cancel the trip, you adjust. Fixed costs, mortgage, car payment, HOA, insurance, you cannot cut tomorrow. They are legally binding monthly obligations. Missing them has consequences. And the more of your income is locked in fixed costs, the less financial flexibility you have regardless of what you earn. Alex's fixed costs, mortgage with taxes and insurance, car payment with insurance, HOA, subscriptions, total approximately $4,510 a month. That is 72% of his take-home pay locked in unmovable obligations. Ethan's fixed costs, rent, car insurance, phone, utilities, total approximately $1,840 a month. That is 54% of his take-home pay. The remaining 46% of Ethan's income is completely flexible. He can redirect it, invest it, save it, adjust it anytime he wants. The remaining 28% of Alex's income has to cover food, gas, lifestyle, and everything else, including any investing he ever wants to do. High income does not automatically create wealth. High income absorbed by high fixed costs creates the illusion of wealth and the reality of financial paralysis. Let's run this forward and see what it actually costs Alex to feel broke on a good salary. Alex manages to invest $200 a month, scraped together from what's left after everything. Some months he can't manage even that. Over 10 years at 10% annual return, that $200 a month grows to approximately $38,000. His house has appreciated. Let's say it's worth $390,000 now. He owes about $270,000 on the mortgage. His equity is roughly $120,000. But that equity is illiquid. He can't spend it, invest it, or use it without selling the house or taking on more debt. Total accessible wealth after 10 years, approximately $38,000 in investments, plus home equity he can't touch. Meanwhile, Ethan has been investing $600 a month for 10 years at 10% annual return. His portfolio, approximately $122,000. No home equity, no property, just a liquid, growing, fully accessible investment account. Alex earns $43,000 more per year than Ethan. Over 10 years, that's $430,000 more in gross income. Ethan ends up with $84,000 more in accessible investable wealth. Alex earned $430,000 more and has less to show for it in real accessible wealth. That is the exact cost of the structural trap. Not in theory, in actual dollars over actual time. Now extended to 20 years. Alex, if he never changes anything, has contributed roughly $48,000 in investments over 20 years. At 10% returns, that grows to approximately $137,000. Ethan, investing $600 a month for 20 years at 10% returns, approximately $456,000. Same economy, same 20 years, a gap of $319,000 in accessible wealth from someone earning nearly double the salary. This is the part Alex needed to hear a decade ago, but today is still early enough. The solution is not discipline. It is not budgeting harder. It is not canceling Netflix. The solution is restructuring, and it works at any income level. Step 1, calculate your fixed cost ratio right now. Add up every single fixed monthly obligation you have: mortgage or rent, car payment, insurance, subscriptions, HOA, loan payments, everything you legally owe every month regardless of what you do. Divide that number by your monthly take-home pay. If that number is above 60%, you are in the danger zone. You do not have enough flexible income to build meaningful wealth regardless of what you earn. The structure itself is the problem. Alex's fixed cost ratio, 72%, deep in the danger zone. Ethan's fixed cost ratio, 54%, manageable, leaves room to build. The target is 50% or below. That means at least half your take-home pay remains flexible every single month. Step 2, identify your one highest leverage fixed cost. For most people, it's housing. For some, it's the car. For others, it's a combination of both. Ask this specific question. If I downsize this one thing, how much monthly flexibility would I recover? For Alex, if he sold his home and moved into a $1,600 a month rental, his fixed cost ratio drops from 72% to under 50% overnight. His investable surplus jumps from $320 a month to over $1,500 a month. That single change, not cutting lattes, not canceling streaming services, is worth approximately $900,000 in wealth over 20 years at 10% returns. One structural change, worth nearly $1 million. Step 3, automate the surplus before lifestyle can absorb it. This is the mechanism that separated Ethan from Alex from day one. Ethan automated his investment on the first of the month, before his lifestyle spending could touch the money. The investment transfer happens automatically. The lifestyle adapts to what remains. Alex spends first and invests what's left, which is almost never enough and almost never consistent. Set up an automatic transfer on payday, the same day your income hits, to your investment account. Not what's left at the end of the month, a fixed amount from the beginning of the month. Your lifestyle will adjust to what remains because it has to. This is not discipline, this is engineering. Step 4, apply the 50-30-20 rule, but actually enforce the 20. 50% of take-home pay to fixed needs, 30% to flexible lifestyle, 20% minimum to investments. On Alex's $6,200 take-home, that means $1,240 a month invested. Every month, non-negotiable. The only way to hit that number from where Alex currently stands is to reduce the 50% fixed cost bucket first. Everything else follows from that. Alex makes $95,000 a year and feels broke on the 20th of every month. It isn't because he's irresponsible. It isn't because he lacks discipline. It isn't because he makes bad decisions. It's because every individual financial decision he made felt completely reasonable, and together they built a machine that consumes almost everything he earns before he can do anything meaningful with it. Ethan makes $52,000 a year and feels financially free, not because he earns less and suffers more, because he built a structural cost that leaves room for his money to work. He automated the investing first, he kept his fixed costs below 50% of his income, he let the rest of it compound quietly in the background while he lived a genuinely good life. The feeling of being broke on a good salary is not a character flaw. It is a structural problem with a structural solution. The math doesn't care how hard you worked for your salary. It only cares what percentage of it stays in your column at the end of every month. And if you want to change that number, starting this month, not someday, the first step is calculating your fixed cost ratio right now, before this video ends. Your age, your income, your fixed costs. Run it. The number will tell you everything you need to know about why you feel the way you feel. If this video showed you something about your own finances you hadn't seen before, subscribe to Ethan Explains Money. Every week, we run the real math on the financial traps most people walk into without ever knowing the numbers. And next week, we are going to break down something about your 401k that your employer is very much hoping you never find out. See you there.